This is Shelley Kraft. We're coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the Bioinvest Israel Conference here in Haifa, Israel 2012. With me is Dr. Edgar Fenzl of FGK Clinical Research GmbH. It's a private company out of Germany. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Edgar Fenzl, welcome to SNNLive.
Thank you.
It's good to see you.
I've
seen you at other conferences, so it's good to have you again. Tell me, what's going on at your company?
Our company just recently expanded again in Munich in our headquarters. We added another 500 square meters, so we are now at 2,000. So we can expand to close to 100 people. Actually, we are about 75 in Munich. And we are another dozen people in our subsidiaries in Prague, Warsaw, Budapest, and London.
So the company is growing.
Yes. We were growing also over the last 3 years. Many people complain of the finance crisis, but with doing solid work, you could even grow there. And 2010 was, in terms of turnover and in terms of profitability, our best year ever.
That's good to hear. But the business is busy. So tell me exactly, tell our listeners and viewers, what do you do for companies?
We are a clinical CEO. We assist mainly biotech and medtech companies, device companies, with their early studies, with their proof of concept studies. We assist, so most of our work is done in phase 2. Therapeutic-wise, most of our work is focusing on oncology and CNS, which is not untypical for biotech companies. They are working in these areas. We don't do so much phase 3 work because biotech companies normally are not financed for that. We also assist them in phase 1 in healthy volunteers. Also, we do not have an own phase 1 clinic. We only assist them by monitoring, medical monitoring, and doing their regulatory submissions.
So how does it work? The company finds you, you find the company, and then you set into a contract. How long a period of time does the contract last? Is it based on project?
Yes, mostly it's based on project, if we do a full service project. So this can be a project which runs only 6 months, but our longest project is now running for 7 years. It's a phase 3 program, as you can imagine. Even the duration till we come to a contract, this can be 6 or 8 weeks, but normally it takes months. And it's also not unusual that it can take a year.
So it seems to me that your role is before clinical trials.
It's before clinical trials, starts before clinical trials, but the main role is then the handling of the clinical trials on behalf of the biotech companies.
Aha. So that's a twist.
Yeah.
You're in there during the clinical trials as well.
Yes.
So you go on locations.
Yes, we also select locations. Sometimes we do it together with the sponsor. Sometimes we do it on our own. But we would also accept sponsors who present us the locations because they had the contacts in before.
Now, what's your website?
www.fgk-cro.de or .com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Edgar Fenzl, FGK Clinical Research GmbH. It's a private company out of Germany, but you're an international company because you're probably doing clinical trials all over the world. And you're here in Israel?
No, we do 99% of our work all over Europe. I think there is nearly no country in Europe where we have not yet done a clinical study. But Iceland was not on our radar screen, and Liechtenstein, but even the Vatican we have been doing a study.
That's terrific. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you.